Hey there, what is up, all you awesome people out there? Hope you're enjoying your Sunday evening. I know I am. Just dropped off my girls a little while ago and missed them already, but we had a good time. Went and checked out that Five Nights at Freddy's movie. They had actually played the game, and then afterwards they're like, it wasn't like the game. It was like they changed it. And I'm like, I don't know. To me, it was pretty decent for a PG-13 horror movie based off a video game that was based off of Chuck E. Cheese and Showbiz Pizza. So, I don't know. I thought it was I mean, it wasn't a good movie by any stretch, but it was fairly entertaining, I guess. Anyway, so that was fun. But the big news for us lately is we did announce the winners for the Kill Them Dead art contest. It was great to see all the pure awesome submissions that came in. Some amazing art. It was fun to see that people would throw down their time and energy to our humble campaign and try to win a spot on a record, on a vinyl record picture disc. And 4 winners did get chosen by a panel of judges, which could included friend Aldis and Neff and Matthew Bond and Connor McCreary. So it was a diverse but a scrutinizing group of judges, and they did a great job, and I'm glad they did it and I didn't have to, because I awarded everyone an A plus because I didn't have to be a judge. I could go there and just be like, you're all winners, you're all gold stars. But yeah, so many awesome submissions. But happy to say that we have our 4 winners that will go on each side of 2 vinyl discs that will be on the Kill Them Dead albums that are part of the campaign. So everyone who orders either the record or the record and the book will get their artwork on it. And winner number 1, let's go in reverse order. We already did this whole announcement, but I'll do it again. So in reverse order, 4th place was Jonas Olson, who had an awesome husk image, very iconic skeleton and a cloak, almost Grim Reaper-esque in gray tones. It was excellent. So he will be side B on record 2, side A on record 2. In 3rd place was death metal hero Luke Aguilera, who I actually own that piece. It was pretty awesome to get it, and I threw down to make sure that I could own that. I was very happy with it and excited to own it. So he came in 3rd place. He will be side A on disc 2, on album 2. Side B on album 1, which is 2nd place, was our friend Matt Burke, Metal Movies and Brewskis, with an awesome submission. It was 4 of the characters in a circle, and they were all gathered around what looked like a stone table, and then he made a rune-like symbol that had the K, the T, and the D in it. It was a very cool design. Really outdid himself. I was blown away with that. And then the winner, Chris Selby, I'm guessing part of the reason he really won was he really utilized the color scheme. It has black light everywhere. Did a great job with the Kill Them Dead logo in the background, or not really logo, but just the lettering, the word, the title of the book and the album. And he nailed it. And he had a Grim Reaper-esque kind of husk character there as well. And he was the grand winner. He runs side A on album 1. So congratulations to our winners. There were so many awesome submissions. I will say it was extremely close. There was definitely a runner-up. If there was a runner-up spot, it would have gone to Elliot, because he had the most votes beyond the 4 that won. His piece was badass. My friend J-Bot submitted a really badass piece. Which I love his style. It was super cool. One of his best drawings, in my opinion. And who else? There was Orange Zeppelin. It's kind of a new friend. There was Little Good Stuff the Second Esquire. Our friend Mr. and Mrs. Good Stuff's progeny, their son, who had a really kick-ass submission too. Skunk Artworks, Sebastian, his son, had a submission that was pretty badass. It was Godzilla. I mean, can't go wrong with that, right? He's a monster. He'd be in the underworld, I'm sure, when he's not moonlighting in Tokyo. So yeah, it was excellent to see all the submissions. Excellent to also like know which images are going on the albums. We'll probably do a printing of the other submissions somehow in the book, just because there was too many cool ones to not utilize somewhere and put them in print. And you know, they won't get the cash prizes and they won't be on the record, but you know, they're too cool to not use. So there's that. I got this the other day and I was pretty excited. Made me think of something. So I was pulling up a bunch of my old Conan art because I got a memory on Facebook of something I drew of Conan. I'll share that in a sec, but picked this up the other day as one of my favorite covers of the Savage Sword, which is known for having some of the most badass covers of any comic book series ever. This one here is the great Boris Vallejo. And yeah, I just think that's a super iconic Conan pose. This is an older Curtis era Savage Sword of Conan, one of the early ones. It's issue number 9. Number 9 of a great series that lasted several hundred issues. And yeah, I saw that, had to get it in pretty good condition. I mean, not anywhere close to, well, it's pretty damn good actually, the more I look at it. There's just the slightest hint of cracking on the spine, but a little bit of discoloration on the cover. But all in all, pretty impressed with the condition. So happy to pick that up. And then I also got this bad boy, and I'm deciding what I'm going to actually draw on it. It's a Conan the Barbarian Titan Comics, Conan the Barbarian #1, the Del Torre art, which is amazing. Sketch cover, so I'm gonna work on that and have fun. There was a time, probably like a 2-year period, where I don't think I drew much else besides Conan. So because I picked up those scores, I thought I'd share some Conan art that I've just had and that I've worked on over the years. These are all, like, I didn't do the pencils. They were like inking practice. This was when I was working purely digitally, and I was doing all digital drawing. And I wanted to try my skills at digital inking because I'd never really messed with digital up until then. I spent like 2 years just purely digital, and did a lot of Conan. And so I'd take like an image, a penciled image online. I would just pull it and ink it, and or do an inked version, which I did on one of the ones I'll show you. So let me just share the vortex. There we go. So this one here is this was an inked version I did of Isar Ribic's, I believe it was a Conan cover for Marvel's Conan, which he did a lot of the covers, which were phenomenal. And his were all fully painted. And so I took the fully painted image and inked it, just working on inking and tones and things like that. And it was a lot of fun. It turned out pretty cool. I'll show you the painted version here. This was his painted version, which is badass, of course. But yeah, just messing around with inks. Digital inks was so almost like foreign. It was weird to get used to. And then once I finally got used to it, then I just went back to traditional and never looked back. So, and this one, I can't remember the artist, but I was just looking for cool Conan pencils, and this one came up. Loved the image. Had to do an inked version. It was a lot of fun. And then I did a classic Buscema and kind of inked it with my own doing some gray wash and things like that. This was all digital, but it was a lot of fun. So yeah, I decided to share some of these Conan things that I did. Um, I have a bunch of like original Conans that I did that I drew, but I don't know. I didn't like them that much. I want to draw a new one. I'm gonna do one on this sketch cover, of course, but I haven't drawn Conan in a while, so looking forward to that. So last night we had another Saturday Night Leaped, which is fun doing those. It's fun to be back, just streaming with James and having fun. We announced all the winners of the Kill Them Dead art contest there, and that was super cool to get that announced. And we also like just had a wild time of shenanigans like we used to, and it was great. Chris Fisk came back and hung out, and whenever he's around, we get a little extra retarded, it seems. So it was fun. And then Ryan Miller was hanging out. Justin Belmont, he showed up for a bit, almost reluctantly. It was funny. But I have to say that came up with, I was joking, it's like the funniest idea I've ever had. And then James turned it into a movie poster, so I can't help but share this. So we were talking about a horror movie where the it's like a torture dungeon, but it's all people with Down syndrome, and it ended up a pretty funny concept in the moment. I mean, we're just chuckling about whatever random crap, and then it just came to me that I had to do this. So let me go back to display and share this wonderful concept. The hills have, hey you guys. And as I said, there it is, the funniest idea I've ever had for your viewing pleasure. So that was a lot of fun. It was just fun to be kind of back doing that again. I needed the lighthearted nature, because a lot of it is, you go on streams and you promote and you have fun and all that, but you're there for a very specific reason. And I think it was nice to just cut back a little bit and just get retarded for a moment and have fun. So that's what we did, and it was fun. Other than that, I think I'll have 2 more Sundays in this place before I'm in my new place, and so that's pretty dang exciting for me. Can't wait to finally get in there and get settled. But when I do, I had to go look at like a bunch of furniture today. I didn't have to, but I ended up doing that, like just trying to calculate how much it's going to cost to refurnish this new house. So, that's not built into the closing costs or anything. So I have to have a little bit set aside just to do that, figure that out, because I got to get the new beds for the girls. I got rid of like everything, every bit of furniture when I moved from Spokane out here. So new beds for them, couch, entertainment center, everything, anything I need and want in the house, which is fun. It's like an actually fun proposition to like just start over like that, but not a cheap one. You're buying everything that you used to have all over again. So, but it's exciting. And also seeing that this will be the first house I've owned as a single man, and just knowing that, yeah, I'll be able to decorate it, do whatever the hell I want in whatever fashion I want. It's gonna be cool. I'm excited. So that was cool to just kind of get that level of excitement built for, like, yeah, pretty soon you're gonna be moving into this new place that you're just buying and setting it up exactly however the hell you want. And yeah, it's gonna be an interesting moment to just kind of finally get this all done and get in there. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, everything's status quo. Yeah, Kill Them Dead. We're still pushing that and still wanting to get more eyes on it and get more backers. So if you haven't backed it or checked it out, please consider doing so. I'll drop the link in the description. You know, give it a shot. Try it out. We did add new tiers. Now we have where you can get just the book, or you can get just the records, so that you don't have to buy them as a combo if you're only a music fan or you're only a comic fan and you don't care about the other side of the project. And we didn't really want to do that. Just our own artistic integrity and vision. We're like, that's not what this is, but you know, needs must, the devil drives. So sometimes you got to make decisions. And so we did that. And it's like, I didn't really want it to come to that, but we definitely need as much sales as we can possibly do. And eventually you go, you know, what's more important, the integrity of your artistic vision or, you know, making money? And at a certain point, like, yeah, we just got to make more money on it. So yeah, going that route. And then also the original art, we discounted all of Skunk's pages. So they are at a much cheaper price, 25% off what we had originally put them up at. So they were $400 for the original art, which for what these pages are is pretty cheap. But on the same hand, you know, we realize, you know, we're not super uber famous artists, even though Skunk should be. He's too good not to be, but nonetheless, we realize that. And so mark those down. So if you're interested, we did sell one already. So somebody dug deep because we marked them down 25%. And if you could do the math, 25% of 400 is 100 off. So $300 to get a beautiful, amazing page of original art. Plus the Hades on the throne that I drew. That is a piece of Kill Them Dead history. That was the first real piece of artwork that was created. And really love that piece. I spent a lot of time on it. And that one is black and white, and it is up there for $250 for the original art. And so yeah, we kind of did some things with the tiers, trying to jumpstart it, kick things up a little bit. Hopefully, you know, more people become interested, and that we can sell some more copies of this awesome book that we're creating and album. So that's the other thing. I got several songs in the queue and just have to like set aside some time. Everything's so new here that I haven't really had time to really set this up, but I'm sure once I get settled in the other house that'll change a bit and get more settled at my job. But sit down with these new tracks, because I believe there's 4 new tracks. I can sit down, write out the lyrics as they relate to the portion of the book that they're written for. Write the lyrics and the melodies, and then just go over them. That's basically my process. Is just go over it over and over. Sing it in my car, just singing those songs nonstop, and then book a flight and book some time with my studio out in Washington. My buddy Wade Thames, who runs his studio there, and just say, hey, what time can we do this? Get the time off work, fly out there and record these vocals and get this done. And then I'll probably have at least one more batch of flying out there and recording vocals. So it's like, it's a big undertaking. Because the other thing is, like, with a new job, I was luckily I was able to negotiate for a little more vacation time, and they were really reluctant to give it to me. I had to like pull teeth, but that extra vacation time will definitely come in handy, because, you know, you can't just go in there and record, you know, several songs in just a couple days and feel good about it. You know, you have to record it, listen to it, find the things that need fixed, record it again, or, you know, fix the tracks, you know. So there's a lot. And you know, Wade offers his service at a reasonable price, but it still ain't cheap, you know. And then the cost of flying out there. So it's like it's a big undertaking, but I'm excited to do it. But that said, we just want this campaign to start ramping up and getting more eyes on it, more people interested in what we're offering, because I think it's super cool. It was one of those things, like in your mind, you're like, this is the coolest thing ever. Why do people not get it? You want everyone to understand how awesome the vision is. But also, I go, is everyone, maybe less people are like me than I realize, because to me, this is like all encompassing awesomeness. And, it's just, I'm not the best at convincing people, but that is really the goal, is to convince people that it's as awesome as I believe it is, which is pretty damn awesome. I know, like, my entire life, from the time I got into comic books or into music, like, this is something I've thought about or wanted to do, like the soundtrack associated with the comic, and here we are doing it. So yeah, super exciting. So yeah, but even still, if you just share it out, let people know, especially people you think might be a fan of it, it's gonna be a fun time. The story's coming together, the artwork, seeing new pages. We just saw a new one that was finished. Skunk painted it, and it's going to be glorious once it's all done, and it'll all be worth it, regardless of how much we sell on the campaigns. I say campaigns plural because we're going to do several. Regardless of what we sell there, just to have something that I think is this cool in my mind, created and forever, like, in my volume of things that I've worked on and been a part of. And this one's a collaborative thing, like Unconditional Shove, it was collaborative too, but not nearly to the extent. Like, Unconditional Shove was really my baby. But this one is like, it's a lot of people really putting a lot of energy and time into it. I mean, a lot of energy and time, like serious devotion on this. So yeah, check it out if you haven't already. Share it out if you haven't, and if you know people who might be interested. And yeah, until next Sunday, I think that's all I got. And thank you for listening, and thank you for coming and hanging out, and just listen to me ramble for a bit. So until next Sunday, I hope wherever you're at in life, you're facing all your obstacles with power, courage, strength, and just being pure awesome. Always, always, always have a great deal of care for those you love in your life. And above all, approach every decision, every obstacle, everything you face. Keep in mind integrity. Integrity is the key to everything. Because you do that, you let the chips fall where they will, things will usually work out. And if they don't, at least you can hang your hat and die happy knowing that you walked with integrity in the moment. So anyway, with that, this is Odin. Hope you're doing awesome. And until next time, we'll see you.